morning. Oh my goodness. So, hi, I'm ready to go. It's like, Alex, let me show you this. Something we just got. Oh, I don't even know how to show you. But anyway, we just got this air fryer and it's like life-changing. So it's something I'm going to be talking about. So I'm ready to go. And turn the lights out. Okay, everywhere just went dark. But it's okay, it's still with me. Oh, yeah. Got my tea and stuff. Okay. Right, and it's, the weather is actually changing. That's weird. Okay, let me put this, I'm gonna set this here. Yes, I'm gonna have to set this down because I don't have my selfie stick. Hey, I'm back. Ooh. You would think I've been running a marathon. It's actually cold. Okay, let's see. I always have to adjust the seat once my husband uses my car. So why is he using my car again? I don't know. This past weekend, we opted to take my car. Okay. Ooh, bright new day. It's cold, people, like freezing cold. So, I'll be back. Let me start the car. Okay. I cannot believe I was going to do this and I thought I was prepared, but apparently I'm not. I have my selfie stick, which makes it so much easier when you're moving things around. So let me put on my seatbelt. Is that cold air that's blowing? It's like it's cold air. So today you're going to come hang with me and see what I do. It's fun. I like what I do. I love my students. I believe I'm impacting some knowledge and some fun and information and inspiring them as they also inspire me. So let's go and then you can see what I do. Again, this is Nurse Amy back on your screen. If you're a return offender, I always say that. But for those of you who have been with me from, my subscribers from the bottom of my heart, I love you. Thank you so much. And thank you for subscribing, for liking my videos and for sharing them. And if you're new here, please do not leave here without subscribing and making sure that you click that bell, the one that notifies you whenever I upload videos. And my videos, oh my goodness, I thank you for the feedback. People are enjoying them as I enjoy making them. So thank you. So let me, because people have been requesting this for me to do like a day in my life, a day in my teaching life. Teaching life. Okay. All right. Okay. My car is so cold, so I'm trying to figure out. I think I had, you know what's happening in the mornings, it gets really like frigid, like now. And then in the afternoon when I get off school, it's so hot that, then I have to put the AC on. So, warm my seats. That's always nice when you can warm your seats. Oh. I'm gonna eat my breakfast on the go. So, away we go. So we're on our way. I don't know if I'm I know I'm not a very early morning person. I like to sleep in. But then on the days that I have to work, and I have to get up early. What can I do? I get up early. And oh dear, we're on our way. So I'll catch you later when I get to school, because I need to be able to concentrate, right? But right now I'm driving, not speeding. I don't speed. I'm actually a slow driver, and everyone gets on me about that. I'm careful, that's what it is. And now we have the lights. I have to figure out a way to be able to show you what I see. Oh dear, that's my hand showing. Oh, I need some hot beverage. Oh, that feels so good. I'll see you guys later. Okay, I'm very close to getting to school. You know what? I have said this before, Nurse Amy, Cookie Point. Every day is a gift. Do not take any day for granted. Be grateful. The sun shining, seeing a bright new morning, a bright new day. You know, trees, birds in the air, traveling safely on the road. That sun, oh my God, feeling the sun in your face. You know, I mean, we complain when it's sunny, we're like, it's too sunny. And then when it's cold, we're like, oh, it's too cold. And we just need to be grateful. Oh, look at that. Something about this place is always the parking is always annoying, just to get a parking. Oh, well, I think I found one. I think I found one here. And I'm here. Sorry, the sun is on the camera. I'm coming out of the car. Sorry about that. There was just so much sun. It's early in the morning, and it's so funny because sometimes during cold, you always find this sun. Oh my God. Oh dear, again, it's in my camera. But anyway, I'll be going to the class. Oh, I gotta remember to put on my mask, which is always in my bag. We never forget the mask. This is the era of masks. Okay, so I'm on my way into the building. I've got my mask on. Gotta have your mask on, you know that, right? Ooh, it is kind of chilly. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But, ooh, wow. You get here early, no matter how early. The car lot is like filled. Okay, going into the building. So I'm going into my class, and I just got into my class and I don't know how to flip my phone. Okay. How do you flip it? No, that's not it. It's not there. Just in case you guys are wondering whose voices those are, those are my lovely students, and they're trying to help me figure out, and it's not working. Lovely students. You're gonna see that on my TikTok, which might be banned soon, they say, but I don't know. But anyway, that's Beth, and that's Colleen, and that's Christina, and this is Mr. Nathaniel, and that's Marie Therese. Okay, oh my God, I love my students. So now this is my class, my desk, and I cannot flip the phone yet again. Okay, so that's my reflection right there. So now I got to quickly put the grates in. Okay, Christina's ready to go. So it's such work imputing the grades. I don't know why we don't do this on computer. I mean, I do it on computer at home to grade, but so I have to manually put it on the sheet they gave me. So we did 8 and 9. Okay, so that is true to get rid of waste, but why is it put on? Why is it put on? Why do we have it? Why is it created? Because it is created. It's not normal. Do you have a stoma? The stoma is the mouth. Pretty much, that's what it is. So why do we have that stoma? That's what I'm asking. Yes. Right.
So to help the person. And then, Mom, I don't know if they put something in you to make the food too soft.
No. So, very good question. Okay. So, the reason why people would have a colostomy bag is because they cannot defecate the usual way. It's not going to go through the anus. So, they have to find a different way or another means, an effective way for you to have a bowel movement, for your things to come up, right? Because you have to have a bowel movement. Now, a lot of times, sometimes that stoma is just the mouth, is the opening to the outside of the body. So a lot of times, that whole surgery with the stoma and the colostomy bag is temporary. So it could just be that a part of the the intestines need to be, some surgery was done and it needs to be healed before they will put it together. And then it goes right back to the normal route, okay, or route. So, but if you don't have that, sometimes it's permanent because the intestine is damaged. So people have permanent colostomy bag. So the stoma now, having blood there, unless it's really very new, okay, then, I guess. But usually there shouldn't be blood there. It's just like when people start to poop, okay, for want of a better word, if you're having bowel movement and blood keeps coming out, then something's wrong. Okay? Now, if it's just shortly after surgery, then you know what I mean. It can be that, okay. But it's something you have to watch out for. If there is blood with the stool, then, yeah, that's the word I was looking for, stool, not poop, which is okay, but we all know that's the same. Then if there's blood, you got to report it to the nurse. Okay. Now, it depends on what part of the body or the intestine that you have the stoma. Some parts before the large intestine, so like the jejunal. I don't want to go into biology, but usually at that part, the food or the digested meal is still very liquidy. So you find that it's just liquid. So like, especially where the part to where you're standing right now, it's going to be liquid. If you move that to the left side, it's going to be solid. Because in the large intestine, water is being absorbed in large amounts. So that's why by the time you go to the bathroom, your stool is formed. Not hard, but it's formed. So that part where you're standing is going to be very watery because there's still a lot of absorption and stuff going on and digestion. So that's what it is. Did I answer your question? Yeah. So did I throw more light on it? Yeah. So people have colostomy bag. Colostomy comes from the colon. So it depends on what part of the body, the part of the intestine where that colostomy bag is, they name it. You have an ileostomy bag. So that's like in the ileum. You see what I'm saying? You have, I think, a jejunostomy. So that's where it is. You see what I'm saying? And then you have colonoscopy. No, not colonoscopy. What am I trying to say now? Colostomy bag. So it depends on what part of the colon, what parts of the intestine it is, okay? All righty. So go ahead. You're doing great. I love the way you're teaching. So with colostomy, changing colostomy bags, if you've not been trained on it, you won't do it. You see that whole part of you taking it out? A lot of times that's a very skilled, it's very skilled. So a nurse will be doing that. However, if you have been trained on it, you will be doing it. A lot of times the nursing assistant just empties it out. And then when it comes to actually taking it off the body or the skin, in some places, most places, the nurse would do that because it's a very skilled act. Okay, so you could use soap sometimes, again, but then there are specialized wipes that we use where it doesn't excoriate the skin. Will go in there. Okay, so yes, sometimes the nurse will go ahead and take all that thing off, and if you have been trained, you take it off because you got to wash if you're washing the person. So it's part of the bathing. When you're bathing the patient, the personal care. So you take that off and you wash all that whole part, make sure it's clean. And, the thing, it depends on where it is, because if the person needs to go, it's going to come out. Because now there's no anus where you have the sphincter, or sphincter, whatever they call that thing. Because now it just comes out. You see what I'm saying? However, there are some new colostomy bags or apparatus where they've found a way to put like that sphincter. I can't get the words out, but y'all know what I mean, right? That can retain. So you have those now where it actually acts like an anus, and then you also have some where the bowel movement is regulated. Again, that's at a later date, but yeah. So you can, if I answered your question right, yeah. So it depends on what it is. Depends on where you work. Sometimes you gotta wash it, Not putting soap inside the stoma though, around the body. Just being careful, because if you don't treat it right, the skin is gonna do what? Well, that's one. Irritated, yes. The skin will break down if it's not treated right. So, but that's very good. Keep doing what you're doing. It's very good. What does your book say? Does your book have you using soap, or it just says, what does it say? Okay, every time wash, the word wash, what does it indicate? When they say wash something, yeah, it means you gotta, it indicates that there's soap. But that's fine. Again, it depends. A lot of times you find care like this, one size doesn't fit all. It will be in their care plan. Like, we don't want, don't use soap for this person or for this one. Unless otherwise indicated, you're going to do, it's what the person has in their care plan. But you're doing fine. So I'm enjoying your teaching. Go ahead. Colostomy bags, right? So the thing about colostomy bags, we've come a long way since when the people first had it. Now, a lot of times with colostomy bag, I was saying that people will have it. there are a lot of people with colostomy bags and you wouldn't even know, because they become smaller, they become more manageable. Actually, beyond this class, if you're going, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, there is an association of colostomy. Anyway, if you haven't noticed it, going to the bathrooms, look to your right is the first room after us. You would see it. It's like a support group for people with colostomy or ostomies. Why do you think people need the support group? Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's something that can be embarrassing, you know. So, and it's it's a new normal. It's not normal there's a place where urine and feces should come out of your body, and it's not. So, yes, it's going to create some kind of anxiety. What are some of the things that colostomy or an ostomy will affect in a person's life? What do you think it would affect? Not affect.
The body image.
Body image, big one. Yes. What else? Actually, they do now. Yeah, it's changed. Yeah, they can. It's starting to. You will know. There are people that I have patients that I didn't even know they had it. They can go dancing. What else? What else do you think an ostomy bag will affect? Yes, that too. Yes, what else? Psychological. Yes. Mental health. Yes, it can, definitely. What else? It's okay. You can say what? No? How about sex? Intimacy. It's different. It would make you very conscious in a way. So, but there are people, thankfully, who have gone on to live normal lifestyle. So they need the support group to help put them through. Some people need that. They need a community of other people say, hey, look, it's nothing different, you know, and they go to therapy, counseling, what have you. Because again, sometimes a lot of the things that stop us is in our head, you know. So yeah, so that's why the support group. So it has changed a lot,
So
you
the
know.
swimming thing, would it be just from it getting wet and the chlorine and stuff? Is it affecting
No,
the body?
the swimming thing is nobody wants to be swimming with a bag. Everybody's seeing it, so they probably have a one piece. I don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, it will be something. And then remember, I was telling you that now what they do is they regulate. You can actually regulate when you expel. So it could just be flat against you, or it could just be a stub, something you just plug in there. Do you see what I'm saying? Because at that period, you're not expelling until, do you see what I'm saying? So they've come far. It's the same thing, not just for stools, but even for urine. Because people have bags, you know. But you find now, they've come so far as to regulate those body movements, or you know, when those things come out of the body, so people can have as close to normal life as possible. Interestingly, I saw one of those. It's a funny picture. I don't know if any of you saw it. A girl was standing in the train with heels on and a short dress, and I don't know if this is just social media. You see all kinds of things, and she had a urine bag attached to her leg, but she didn't care, because it's like, this is me, take it or leave it. If I find it, I will share with you guys. But I saw it, I'm like, whoa, pretty girl, short dress, heels, she attached it. She's like, you know, get over it, you know. So we see people looking through the window. But anyway, so that's pretty much what it is. So like next time you're going to the bathroom, just look to your right. You see the support group for people with ostomies. Okay. Yeah, it's nice that, you know, yeah, it's good. A lot of advancement has been made, but that was great teaching. That was very, very good. That was not bad at all. That was really good. I like the way you did it. Again, you're not going to be tested on that. Oh yeah, something I wanted to point out to you guys. All that measuring and cutting and snipping, I told you about your book. There's a lot of information. It doesn't necessarily mean that you do it all, at least in my understanding, because that's very skilled. The nurse would measure and put that thing. But I know, again, depends on where you're working. If you are trained on it, you can be rest assured you will do it. But you have to be trained on it. It's not something you just know because, oh, well, you know what? It's part of my duty. No, you don't do that, okay? You'll be trained. You will know how to do it. The nurse or whoever will put you through that training, okay? But that's really the measuring and all that. It's more skilled. It's a nurse that will do that. Do we have any questions? But that was great. Okay, so Mr. Nathaniel, it's your turn. You have the floor. And that's why now in the nursing home, you find that, well, not just nursing home. Well, yeah, a lot of the facilities, you cannot, the side rail, remember when I keep telling you guys, you gotta keep it down. Especially for confused people, they're gonna try to go over that. And guess what? That's a fall. A fall is a big thing. When falls happen, there are certain incidents that happen in a facility that must be reported. So facilities really clamp down on that because they don't want to be out of business. Falls is a big one. Can anyone guess what else? Well, any abuse, one thing, you got to report that you're mandated to. And the state we're in is mandated to report abuse, meaning there's a hotline. You go report it. You're a mandated reporter. What else? Some things that need to be reported. UTI. You got to report that. When I say report, I mean to the government or to the governing body. Okay. So those are things. Let me see what else. Pressure injuries. You got to report it. You have to report it to the government. So what do I mean? And that's a good question. What do I mean by pressure injuries? Yes, those are bed sores, or your pressure ulcers, or your decubitus ulcers. They don't use those words anymore, but that's what they mean, yeah. That's why we need to be turning them, right? We did the turning of the resident on the left side or right side, doesn't matter, but turning them on the side. So those are things you got to be report. They need to report them. So that's why they're big on them in the facilities, turning people, making sure side rails got to be down. Another thing, things that can restrain people, sitting down, you don't have those anymore, where they sit in a wheelchair and then there's this little, first of all, you don't even put belts on them anymore. That used to be, American Horror Story. We don't do that anymore. And then even having those nice cushion things where, no. Because a lot of times people who need that cannot voice their dissatisfaction or discontent. So it's not fair if they're not able to. If they want it off, they'll let you know, I don't want it. But a lot of times, people who need to be restrained, they can't verbalize it. So again, that's bullying. Pretty much that's what it is, So you find those things. You got to be careful. So that's the thing about restraints. Restraints, alternatives are, instead of doing those things, find a way to redirect them. Put it on a channel, put the TV on the channel they want or they like. And you will see it, even if they cannot talk. Once you start to flip it and ask them, talk to them like just the fact that they cannot talk to you doesn't mean that they don't have rights. You see what I'm saying? When you flick the channel, you see it's either they make a noise or they will indicate to you this is what they want. Okay. Sometimes people get so agitated and confused and angry because all they just need is to be toileted. Take them to the bathroom, toilet them or change them, whatever it is you need to do. It could just be that some wet clothing. Do you see what I'm saying? But that's their way of communicating to you. We have to be very careful. There are different types of restraints. Like Nathaniel said, there is chemical restraints. Nurses and doctors have to be careful of that. What is chemical restraint? Well, if you say it helps you to relax, who's determining that it's helping them to relax? I mean, if you say help them to relax, that means that indicates it's a good thing. But chemical restraint is just giving them unnecessary medication to just make them sleep. It's not relaxing. You know what I mean? Relaxing to you because you want to get your job done. But then you're putting them in a stupor, right? So that's not good. Okay. So, those are all the things. But that was nice. That was a nice outing, guys. So at this time, we're actually just taking a break. I didn't bring my lunch, so one of my students is going to be getting me something on her way back from getting her lunch. So yeah, so I'll be eating my lunch and I get to rest for a bit. But it's actually interesting. I love this class. So I love all of my classes. So we're at lunch right now. So I just thought I'd come in and say hi.